Hi, it's Mark Bossard. I'm here with Bernie Pawlik. Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Vancouver's best auto service experience, and we're talking cars. How you doing, Bernie?
Doing very well.
So today's guest is a 2019 Mercedes A250. What was going on with this vehicle?
So this vehicle came in for a routine maintenance service, has about 60,000 kilometers, maybe a little more on it. And the indicator on the dash was indicating an A4 service. So that's what we performed on the vehicle.
And what's an A4 service?
An A4 service is an oil and filter change, basic maintenance inspection, and a spark plug replacement.
So here's our guest, slick looking Mercedes,
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice little car.
hot hatch.
Yeah.
This is a turbocharged four-cylinder.
Turbocharged four-cylinder. Yeah.
So this is the engine bay with the covers and such
Yeah.
on
Turbo sitting right in the front there.
Right here.
Yeah.
And where it says hot here, is this the oxygen sensor or something?
That is an oxygen sensor. Yeah.
So that's where the exhaust manifolds are running.
Turbo, the manifold, everything's all piled in right at the front there. Modern engines, they really like to integrate things. And if you keep it hot, it actually reduces emissions, makes it more efficient because there's less piping for things to run to. And of course, it'll spool up faster and be more efficient.
And these here, this little bank with these four, these are ignition coils underneath
the ignition
that.
coils, yeah. And the spark.
So that's what the four was indicating, was at the spark plugs. This unit here.
That's one of the old spark plugs.
Now, we were talking about this earlier. These are unique to this engine. What's unique about this spark plug? I used to just put almost any spark plug in my vehicles when I changed the plugs.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have to be threaded to the right size, of course. And what's interesting about this is that on the top, on the left side, where the ignition coil connects, they usually have either a sort of a threaded section where the ignition wire will slide onto it, or it'll be something where it actually positively snaps together. On this particular one, there's just a little wire inside the ignition coil boot, and it just touches on it, and it's springy, so it actually just provides the connection from the ignition coil. So it's different.
And you were mentioning something about the orientation of the spark plug is set for each cylinder. How does that work?
Not on this particular engine, but there are some where the spark plug fitting is so finicky. They actually make different spark plugs that are actually oriented so the threads are actually precisely set. If you look on the right side of the spark plug, it's called the ground electrode. That's that sort of hook thing. Some engines, they actually have to be precisely located in the engine. Of course, you can't see that because it's hidden. You'd only ever see that if you took the cylinder head off, and that would be a lot of work. If it has an oriented spark plug, you have to put that one back in the same hole and make sure you torque it properly so the ground electrode sits in exactly the right spot. It's not the case with this engine, but still everything has to be precise, and there's a gap between that ground electrode and the center electrode, and we always measure that before we put the spark plug in. And that's been something that's been common for spark plugs since they were invented. I don't know how long ago.
Yep.
Way before our time.
I remember doing it, setting the gap.
Yeah. Now, usually the gaps never need to be set nowadays. It used to be that you'd get a certain spark plug and it would fit a variety of engines, and you'd have to set the gap because different engines needed different gaps. But nowadays, the spark plug is very precisely made with the gap set. But we always check it because it could be that the box got banged or something got dropped. And in that case, though, I think I just send the spark plug back to my supplier and get another one because they're meant to last a long time. So you don't want to mess around and go, oh, a year later, the spark plug starts misfiring. Make sure we do it right the first time.
So this is 6 years old, roughly, 6 years of operation. Is that a typical amount of time that spark plugs last? Or is there such a thing?
They actually last a lot longer in a lot of engines. Some of them, I'm thinking like some Toyota engines, the spark plug replacement interval is 192,000 kilometers. Some cars will never even get to that mileage. But on Mercedes, they use time and mileage. The interval is usually from maybe 60,000 up to 200, depending on the car and the engine. But when you leave a spark plug in for 200,000 kilometers, sometimes they don't come out very easily. Threads pull out and things. So it's probably not a great idea to leave them that long.
And that's just because of the heat cycling, the car getting cold and getting extremely hot over and over, it almost welds the spark plug into place.
It does, and a slight amount of carbon will seep past the threads of the spark plug, and so that can assist in welding it into place too. So it happens. And then you have your Fords where for a certain era, they design really dumb spark plugs that snap off when you take them out. But that's because of engineering, not because of time.
Probably accounting, saying we could save 10 cents on this spark plug if we did it this way.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's fun working on cars because sometimes you go, why did they do that? And then sometimes you see stuff and go, that's brilliant.
So I don't know if we've done one on this particular model of Mercedes. How are Mercedes, recent Mercedes, for reliability?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're good cars. They are definitely different. They've changed over the years. It's interesting looking at different eras of Mercedes, but yeah, they're good. They're reliable cars. I think they're decent.
If you're looking for service for your Mercedes in Vancouver, the guys to see are at Pawlik Automotive. You can reach them online on their website. You can book your appointment right there, pawlikautomotive.com. Or you can watch a video on almost 1,000 videos on there of repairs of all kinds of makes and models of cars. We've been doing this for 13 years. You can also call them at 604-327-7112 to book your appointment. They'll call you back. They'll get ready for your appointment. Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Thanks for watching again. Thanks, Bernie.
Thank you, Mark, and thanks for watching.